Hi people, so I'm back today and I haven't made a video in about I don't know, like a few years. And not that anyone gives a shit about my videos, but I just thought I would film what I do every day when I go to school or class, or just something casual that I do to look put on. And my philosophy when I'm doing like makeup or like anything is that I want it to look natural. So a lot of people will come up to me and say, oh, like I didn't know you wore makeup. And that's exactly what I'm going for. And this is like a huge contrast to my first video that I did. If anyone was watching, I'm pretty sure no one was. But yeah, so before my style was super like cakey, like disgusting, like super texturizing, and now I just want to embrace my like cute inner beauty or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And so right now my skin is very oily. It doesn't matter if it's winter or summer or fall or whatever, like my skin is always oily. Like, let me tell you, like at the end of the day, like if you touch my face, like you will literally like be able to apply it as a highlight. Like that's how oily my skin is. Like, fuck everything, right? But anyways, so I'm gonna start off every morning. I will always like start off with skincare, and today I'm deciding to put on my contacts because I just got them in the mail. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put those on real quick. Okay, so not sure if you can tell, but my contacts are like a gray color. I got them from this, I think it's from Lenstown. I'm not really sure. I see a lot of people on YouTube buy it from there, so yeah. So before I put anything on my face, I'm going to start off with my skincare. So I don't really do anything like super extensive for my daytime skincare because I get really oily, so I don't want to pile on products and have to feel like super nasty at the end of the day. So I'm first going to start off with toner, and I use this one, the Murad Clarifying Toner. And this one's really good because it's good for acne. And I have a lot of breakouts right now, as I always do. So this just helps with that. And then I like how after I put it on, it makes your face feel really refreshed and minty. And I like to like tap the product into my face. So next, I'm going to be using my moisturizer. And I just got into this. This is the Belif The True Cream Aqua Bomb. And I like this one because it's really lightweight and it smells kind of good. Wait, I have to take the plastic off. It just smells like really fresh and like you're at a spa and like, yeah. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of that and just dab it on my face. And when I apply moisturizer, I always go in upward motions. I never go down because nobody wants to get wrinkles when you're like 30, so I tend to do that. And you know, just be gentle with your skin. Like, you're gonna like love yourself when you're older and you have no wrinkles, and all those bitches next door have like crow's feet and like forehead wrinkles. That's not cute. And I'm just gonna tap that into my skin like this. I find that it really helps me to absorb the product. So next I'm going to move on to my makeup, and as I said before, I like to keep my makeup really minimal and just really natural and something that no one can notice. So the first thing I'm going to do, and even if you don't wear makeup, I would suggest you do this, is to put on sunscreen. So I'm going to be using the Innisfree Daily UV Protection Cream, and I really like this one because okay, so I'm going to be using this sunscreen, yes, another one, to bring color back into my face. And this sunscreen is tinted, and it's tinted a little bit darker than my actual skin tone, so it's going to help balance out that whiteness I just created with the sunscreen. And I just like to use my hands because it's just way faster, and I really don't have time in the morning to use a brush or anything like that because I love my sleep. I honestly can't be bothered. So yeah. Honestly, if I don't have class or anything, I will literally wake up at like 2 p.m. and give no fucks. Like, am I the only one who does that? Okay, so now that that's on, I'm gonna be using my concealer, and this is my favorite concealer ever. It's the YSL Touche Claw Radiant Touch. And this one really lightens the skin, and then it just leaves your under eyes like really bright. And even if you got no sleep, which I usually don't because I sleep really late, it'll make your under eyes look really awake. So it's really good for those days when you're hungover and you know, like you look busted as fuck. Just put this on.
Okay.
And I like to put it on my under eyes. Oh, there's a freaking light now since the sun. So I like to put it on my under eyes and then also around my nose because I get a lot of redness there. And after I finish applying, I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. Okay, so now that you look more awake than you really are, I'm going to go ahead and put on some cream blush. And okay, I'm just going to try to stay in between the lines of light, like it's so fucking annoying. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is cream blush. So this one's from Wet n Wild. I used to use a cushion blush. I don't remember where it's from, but I lost that one. I really like that one, but whatever. So I'm just going to be using this one. And I prefer to use cream blush because it blends out easier and I don't want to be putting more powders on my face. That's just going to cake up and make me break out, which I really don't want. And I always put it on the center of my face and blend it out with my fingers. And I like to blend upwards and towards the middle instead of downwards. And if I put too much on, like today, I think I put a little bit too much on, it's too noticeable. I'm just gonna use one of my clean hands and wipe it off. I know this is not really a good makeup tutorial, so honestly, don't even follow my tips. Just like watch me because you want to watch me, okay? So yeah. And we're almost done, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is applying a little bit of lip tint. And I have this thing where I don't want my lips to actually look like I have anything on. So when I use this lip tint, this one's the Etude House lip tint, I just want to bring color back to my lips where I don't have any. And so if you see here, the middle of my lips are really pigmented and red, but around the sides, they look a little bit faded, and it makes me look like a crackhead, you know. So I'm not going for that look today, or any day for that matter. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this around the perimeter of my lips. And then blend it out. So as you can see, I just brought some color back into my lips, and I'm going to lick them and then kiss the back of my hand to take some of the excess product off. And I like to wipe it off because I don't want it to look too noticeable. Okay, and the last thing is, if my eyebrows are showing today in my hair, then I'm just going to fill in the ends. But I really don't need to fill in much because I already have pretty thick brows. So I'm just going to be using my Hourglass eyebrow definer and just fill in the ends ever so slightly. And then I'm going to use a spoolie to brush it out so it doesn't look so defined. Okay. And that's literally it, bitches. So, as you can tell, it doesn't look like I'm wearing much, and that's what I'm going for. So, yeah, like, follow my tutorial if you want. I mean, or not, I don't really give a fuck. If I do end up uploading this video, I'm either drunk
no.
or just making really stupid life decisions. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. and I'm gonna go and sit on my bed and watch more Netflix, because what else do you do on a Friday? Okay, bye!